everyone, welcome to my channel. So in today's video I'll be doing for you a first impression review on this Free Concept Eyes Back to Baby BB Cream. Recently I was browsing on Cult Beauty website and I came across this BB cream and it had quite a good reviews. I think it had all 5-star reviews and the price wasn't too bad. It was like £13, so I thought, oh, you know what, I'm gonna give it a go. But the only thing I've noticed straight away about this product is that it has only one shade. So I've looked up swatches online, it looked like it could match me. So that's a bit of a, if it's a good product, such a shame that it's only one shade. I'm just gonna quickly read you what Cult Beauty says about this product on their website. Apparently I'm meant to look approximately 10 years younger with this product on. I mean, that's quite a claim, isn't it? Well, anyway, it's meant to give you hydrated, luminous look. It's also meant to give you a photo ready finish, so it doesn't really tell you about the coverage, but we will see how it goes, I guess. Just before I go ahead with the actual review, as always, I'd like to let you know I have a dry and sensitive skin and I do tend to get a bit oily around my nose. I have applied my primer and I'm just gonna go with my beauty blender and just tap it on. Look how much redness I've got. See what? Okay, first impression, it blends quite good with the sponge. It seems to have straight away cancelled out my redness, which is good. So as you can see straight away, it has definitely evened out my skin tone, which is good. It gave me rather a luminous finish, as it said on the website. And the shade is actually not too bad. So let me just finish off the rest. Doesn't seem to be any scent to it at all, which is a good thing for anyone with sensitive skin like myself. It has definitely evened out my complexions, as you could see. I can still see some redness peeking through on my cheeks. Definitely a bit of redness, and the finish is really luminous. It's very dewy. I'm just gonna have a look whether it actually builds a bit more. So I'm just gonna do another like squirt and go ahead and see whether I can build it up a bit. So the second layer has gone on really nicely on the skin. It blended out very well as well. It looks very, very dewy, very luminous. I can see it's just like kind of like on my area he looks very almost wet. I don't mind that kind of look because, as I said, I'm really dry, but anyone who doesn't like that kind of look, just to keep it in mind. The second layer definitely covered up most of my redness. So I feel like you can really get a good medium coverage. Shade wise, it probably in the camera you can't see as well, but it is looking slightly pink on me. Yeah, it is looking a bit pink. Let's hope it's not gonna get any darker, because that would be a bit of a disaster. So I'm just gonna zoom you in so you can see how my skin looks really up close. And so you can see like I've got a lot of redness here, which is covered really nicely, but you can see few still redness, is still a few bumps and blemishes coming through. And now I'm just gonna switch off my ring light so you can see how the natural light, how it looks like in natural light. So I know, I'm sorry, it's really dark, see, and blue. I'm very sorry, but can you see what I'm talking about? This really wet looking look. It looks very dewy, like very dewy. See all the shine? So I can tell you straight away, I don't think this is gonna be good for anyone with oily skin. So I'm just gonna let it set. At the moment, it definitely there is a chance though, so that's another thing to keep in mind. And I will see you in a few hours for an update. So it's been now 4 hours since the BB cream been on, and it has worn off a bit around my mouth, but mainly it's because I was eating and kind of touching like I do tend to touch my mouth area often, like my chin, so it has worn off a bit more here than anywhere else. It is still very tacky, there's a lot of transfer. It looks still very dewy, as you can see. It has slightly settled down in my smile lines, but I do have foundations that settle down more than this BB cream does. I will update you in another 4 hours for my final thoughts. It's been now 8 hours since the BB cream on being firstly put on, and it's fully come off around my chin area or my mouth. It is mainly because I do touch like my chin a lot, but it did come off there. So as I said, it is because it's so like transferable, it doesn't really stay a lot, it doesn't really set well, it's just kind of sticky. So that something to keep in mind. It started to slightly separate around my jawline, but not too much, just slightly. It did not settle in my fine lines any more than in my previous update. In terms of coverage, it started to fade away. My redness started to peek through. As you've seen, firstly when I've applied the BB cream, it looked very, very luminous. I personally like this look because I do have a really dull skin, look very grey skin, and it just makes me look more alive. So I personally really like that kind of finish, so that's a positive. I do like the fact it didn't settle very horribly in my fine lines, and the price, it's really good. I've got some really high I do own some really high end foundations which do not perform near as well as this BB cream. It did not oxidize, you know, it kind of stayed the same shade, which is slightly too pink, but not too much. Pretty much that's it. That's the end of this review. I hope you enjoyed it, and hopefully I'll see you in my next video. So take care.